Welcome to episode 1062 of the Multifamily Collective. My name is Mike Brewer, and it is my mission at the Multifamily Collective to tease out human potential in the multifamily space. So let's talk about when you find yourself reacting to this person or that person. That is a really good tell that you are emotionally loaded and that your emotions are attempting to hijack your logic in a conversation or in a thought process. So just a couple of tips as it relates to that sort of thing. When you feel hot under the collar, so to speak, it's a good time to back out and back off. Take a time out and detach from the circumstance and get perspective. It's probably a long way of saying calm your ego. You have to cool off in order to get yourself in a position where you can think more rationally and think more logically. Second thing is, remember that you are after the right answer, not to be right. Let's say that again. You are after the right answer, not to be right. Remember that when you're trying to get to an answer where you feel like where you are in a position where your emotion is hijacking your logic. You're really just trying to find a right answer. Number 3, think long term. If you take a long-term perspective and you remember that this thing that we are doing called life is a marathon, not a sprint. And if you put most issues, most things that you're dealing with in the context of a very long term, or in the case of a marathon, a long race, then it will help you gain perspective and likely make a better decision. Number 4, remind yourself of your values and of your priorities. So take this circumstance that you are dealing with and benchmark it against those things that you value in your life or those priorities that you're working on in your life. And remember that this life is about building character over a long bit of time. And if this thing you are attempting to get accomplished is violating those values or violating those long-term priorities, then it likely is not the right answer or the right thing that you're after. And then ask yourself a very simple question. After you've taken the time to walk through those 4 things, ask yourself a simple question. Is this really important in the bigger scheme of things? Is it important as it relates to the values or priorities? And if so, after you've done all of this, if it is still something that you are willing to fight for, then you should go fight for it. But if it is not, if any one of those 4 or 5 things that you walk through is in contrast or doesn't seem like the right thing, gets you an answer that leaves you conflicted, then it's not the right hill to die on, so to speak. So I hope that helps. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.